All right, so what are we here for today? We are here to talk air guns again. We did this a couple weeks ago. We had a great time. Some people came on and said, you got to do this more than once a month. So it's the holidays. We just had a holiday.
Exactly.
We're
We got
coming
family
off a
around.
holiday. We got family here. I wanted to bring some friends in to talk about air guns because they've been shooting some air guns, and at least they tell me they like them. We're going to let them talk to you guys. But before we get started, I want to go ahead and say thank you, do a little shouting out to some of the folks that have helped AirgunWeb. And that is, start off first with Hawk Sport Optics. Now,
Great company. Great company.
They make some really good optics. In the price range of optics today, they're not the most expensive. They're not the least expensive. They have some great budget-conscious offerings, but they also have some more high-end scopes specifically for air gunners. I mean, when you're talking high-end scopes for firearms, they're thousands of dollars.
Right, exactly. But your clarity, the clarity of the glass is amazing. For the price, it's definitely worth it.
Great. I think some of their scopes sort of top out at that $500, $600 mark, but they're really, really nice scopes.
They are, definitely.
So
and a wide range of scopes too. You have a lot of
from
options.
$70 all the way up. So they've been a great help to AirgunWeb, and they provide some great optics to me, and I really appreciate it. So shout out to Hawk. All right. The next thing I want to say, or the next company I want to say thank you to is Butchwood Casey. Now, those guys continue to just send targets. We use them both at Havasu Air Gunners for the club.
Yes, we do.
I use them on AirgunWeb. They're great. The shoot and see targets, the self-adhesive ones, I almost live by those doggone things.
Oh, definitely.
So I want to, again, say thanks to Hawk. I want to say thank you to Birchwood Casey, and there's more folks we're going to mention later on. But those guys want to just say thank you to those guys right up front. Now, the first thing I want to talk about today, and we have a little one in the studio. I don't even know if the cameras catch it. Maybe the top of her head, maybe. But little Naomi is here in the studio, and she and her mother helped me out with a product review for Airgun Depot. We did some articles and we did a video. So I want to say, first of all, thank you. But I wanted to have those guys talk a little bit about their experience with the Umarex. It's called the NXG. Did I get that? I got
NXG APX.
Yeah, there
correct?
we go.
Yes.
So this is a multi-pump rifle that is very safe. It's one of the first, maybe the first multi-pump rifle that actually has a
automatic safety. When you pull out the cock or the pump handle, it automatically turns the safety on for you. Great for younger shooters.
Exactly.
And it's that extra reminder, that you need to turn the safety on.
Right. So Naomi, use the mic, honey. Yeah. Tell me, what did you think about the Umarex APX little rifle?
I think it was a nice little gun. I like the trigger.
But did you like shooting it?
It was very nice.
Did you hit the target?
Yes.
Did you hit the water balloon?
No.
Trying to do. Sue, what did you think of that little rifle?
Well, initially I was a little bit nervous about using it because it didn't seem to me to be worth playing with at all. It seemed like a very light gun and perhaps not something that I would have been interested in shooting. But the more I used it, the more I liked it.
By the end of the day, both Naomi and Sue were having a great time.
Oh yeah.
What I really
want to stop.
What I really like about this gun, especially for the holidays, is people are out there, they're buying stuff for their children, and you want something that's safe as can be. Guns have this big stigma with them. It's an unfortunate thing because really what people require is education. And air guns are a great vehicle for getting past. You don't have to go take and spend a lot of money on a lot of ammo, go to a special place, have to deal with the recoil, have to deal with all this larger learning curve when air guns simplify that and make it accessible for more people. Real quick, you ladies want to jump in on any of that?
Excuse me, all I can say is it is an accessible sport, and especially for somebody who is entry level.
Yeah, this is Robin speaking. Karen, did you want to say anything on that?
I think it's a great sport to do when you're learning how to shoot a gun in general, and it helps with your target practice. It helps you with handling a gun and how to, I'm in the same place that Robin is, a beginner. And it's a good learning instrument for shooting.
Yeah, I find the ammo is easily accessible.
Well, that's a huge thing right now.
Definitely.
I grew up, I know real guns. I like shooting them, but where I live, trying to find certain ammo is difficult and it's expensive, but I see airgun ammo all the time.
Yeah, it's very accessible. That's a really good point.
Yeah, the cost of actually shooting and practicing is a lot less, and it's also helps you with the skills of shooting your powder burners.
Yeah,
traditional.
it
transfers over.
There we
You
go.
can train with your BB pistol or a pellet rifle, and that's similar. You can purchase one that's similar to your powder burners, to your regular centerfire rifle.
Go ahead and get to that part next, as they have big smiles. Robin, I'm gonna go ahead and start with you.
I always have a blast trick when I come, and we last week went out to the range, and then today came in here, and the first thing about air guns is it's just plain and simple fun.
Yeah.
It really is fun. But the wonderful thing is you begin to learn about guns, about how to hold them, and get comfortable with them.
Right.
And but putting that aside, it really is fun. We target shoot, and you have success.
Right.
It's
That's
really
a good
great.
point. Good
It's really
point.
great.
And when we went to the range, we shot the MAC35, which it takes a lot of sort of strength to cock to close that bolt. So you guys struggled a little bit with that, but we also shot a brand new gun from Evanix, and I don't know if it's Evanix or Evanix. I was at their booth at SHOT. I said, how do you say it? One time it was Evanix, the next time it was Evanix, man. If the guys who import them specifically don't know how to say the name, I don't know what hope I'm going to have. But
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
I just go Evanix because it seems right to me. I hope it's close, and I don't want to offend them over there because they have made a phenomenally good product. And here's the kicker. Y'all got to shoot a gun that's probably not even going to be sold here in the States. This is an international version of their sniper. It's called, I got it right here. Oh, yes. Go ahead, Cheryl. I know you're going to want to talk about this gun. This is the Evanix, and if you all pull up the video, you're going to see it. It's the Sniper X2K, and it uses a carbon fiber bottle instead of the traditional reservoir. And it's compact. It's the carbine version, and it has the fully shrouded suppressor at the front. The gun doesn't kick, but it has a good push to it. I mean, you're shooting something. This particular one is chambered for .357, and it was so much fun to shoot. Cheryl, you just shot this in the studio. What did you think of this?
I liked it.
Understatement.
Yeah, I really liked it. When I first shot it off, I made a very happy, girly noise of appreciation.
Yeah,
I don't
she
know
giggled.
how to describe it.
She giggled. She's not very giggly. She's sort of She is a little girly.
It depends on what it is.
But she's like
Depends.
a nerdy girl. You guys are going to want to watch the video because she's going to turn red. She's already turning red. But she plays video games and, but she also crochets too. She's a real enigma. But anyway.
I like to confuse people. It's fun.
Yeah, well, okay, we'll move on. Anyway, so
well, you mentioned that it is a carbine version, and even with the suppressor that is on it, it's actually about 6 to 7 inches shorter than the full-size sniper. Right. So it makes it a little bit easier to maneuver, especially for somebody who's not as tall, or even for women and people who are smaller of stature. It's easier for them to maneuver around with it. So it could even be a hunting gun in the future. So
that's what I have it for. But we also shot some other guns today. Karen, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you thought?
Well, going back to the one that Cheryl was just talking about, that she just shot, that was really fun for me. I enjoyed that. It's easy to cock, and it's easy to use.
So the other gun that we shot today was the Galatian QE in .22 caliber. That's and Cheryl was already chiming in. Go ahead, Cheryl. Tell us why you like that gun.
Well, that was the second
that's
automatic
this one right
safety
here.
that I shot.
Yep, semi-automatic, adjustable stock. Isn't it pretty?
The first one I shot was awkward, but then I didn't think I would like those at all. But this one, that Galatian,
yep, the Hot Sun Galatian.
that was
Quiet
nice.
Energy.
The safety to hit the automatic safety was really easy. and to cock it was really smooth. So you got
Yeah.
like a really nice rhythm going with it.
Yeah, I was the other ladies, and once you see the video, there's an age difference. We'll just leave it at that. The elder ladies tended to take their time shooting. You heard this very deliberate plink. Your time would pass. Plink.
Yes.
More time would pass. Plink, and meanwhile we're watching paint dry. And I'd say grass grow, but we are in Arizona. We watched sand turn into rocks. And then there was Cheryl, which was plink, plink, plink. I'm thinking, did we give her a semi-automatic? I mean, how is she getting
Was
so
that
many,
the SMG?
How is she getting so many rounds out of that thing so quick? All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at another product. And, Sue, I need you to look this up on Airgun Depot. They have got a special combo for a Crossman 1322. So you're going to go to airgundepot.com. We will be right back. Just give us 30 seconds. So let's talk a little bit about the Crossman 1322 Air Pistol Premier Shooters Kit. It's right now $68. Well, $67.99. Might as well say $68. Who knows what the pricing and availability might be after the holidays, but man, if you can pre-order it, get one now. I'm going to show you what you guys are going to get with this gun. First of all, you get the gun. The 1322, see these ladies? Do you see it? Use your microphone. There
see
you
it.
go. They
That
all
looks
see
like
it.
one that I got in. Hmm.
I gave you the 1377, which is this, but 177. This is the 22 caliber. What this is a single shot pistol. You pump it up. Okay, it's a bolt action. Put the pellet in, pull the trigger, boom. So this is a great gun. I'll let you feel the weight. Make sure the safety's on. There we go. See, isn't that nice? It's a great little gun. It's a great starter gun for somebody that just wants to get going. You have to be very deliberate with it because it's not just bang, 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 arbitrary. You got to work for every single shot. I think that's great for children, obviously with proper supervision because they have to work at every single shot. Oops. Karen, what'd you do, Karen?
I went to pump it once, and it's already been pumped.
It's only been pumped one time. You can pump it up to 10 times.
I was going to ask you how many times I should pump it.
It's hard
Okay.
to pump.
Okay.
It may not be good for you.
Probably not.
What's that?
Try.
Cheryl's going to give it a shot.
The nice thing about it is you can just pump it up, and as long as you got pellets and arm strength to pump it up, you can keep shooting. So, unlike a PCP or CO2, you can always pretty much just keep on shooting.
Robin's going to give it a shot here. Okay. I must pump up my gun. All right, so that's 3, 4,
Oh, and he just
5. All right. You can go up to 10 pumps. Now, what's cool about this is the kit comes with pellets. It also comes with a stock because this is one of the most customizable hobby guns that you can buy, which is one of the things that makes it so special. If you don't like it like this, well, that's okay. You can put a steel breech on it. You can even put a multi-shot 10-shot breech with a weaver mount on it.
Or Picatinny, whichever you
Or
like.
Picatinny, or 11 millimeter.
Yes.
You can remove this front section and the barrel can stick out. You put a longer barrel on it. You can do so much with this little gun. So you start off with a $68 investment, and then you end up with something that is purely you, completely customized just the way you like it.
Well, like I like to say, this is like the Chevy 350 of the air gun world.
Right. That's a good.
You can
that's a
turn
way
it
look
to
at
anything you want.
Right. It comes with the little carbine stock. You can see a picture on the back here. Well, you can't see it on radio. So it also comes with a pouch that you put your ammo in. So it's a full shooter's kit, which is exactly what it is. Allows you to get something, throw it in a stocking, for the aspiring
Comes with a
young
pair
shooter.
of safety glasses for the
Very,
shooter.
very important. And speaking of shooting, we're going to do something in the studio now. We're going to go into that place where you say, don't do this at home. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to sort of mix two things. We're going to mix this great little kit, and we're going to mix something that goes boom. I like booms.
yes, I like booms too.
Cheryl, what was that?
Yes, I like booms
Yeah,
too.
okay, I know Cheryl does. So we've got the Mega Boom, which for you guys, I'm going to describe this as best I can for radio. So the Mega Boom is this device. You guys can see it on camera. And you put a water bottle on it, or a 2-liter bottle, a soda bottle, even a 3-liter bottle, or like 500 mil, 1 liter, 2 liter, 3 liter. Put it on here.
Yeah, if you want to see how it works, you can always go to AirgunWeb.
Oh, yeah, we have a video.
And look at the video.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That's why you're around. It's exactly why. Okay, anyway. So this is the device. You guys can't see it on radio, but if you watch the video, which we'll post in a couple days, you'll be able to see it. The water bottle on it, you fill it with air. You pressurize, like we're shooting water bottles here in the studio because they are loud, louder than I want to go.
Yes.
You fill them to about 60 psi max.
Yes, on the water bottles, yes.
On the water bottles, and then you pop them, and they go boom. And their motto is the bigger the bottle,
the bigger the boom.
there you go. So what we've got now is we've got one already set up on our little range, and I'm going to get everybody to shift away and put on, and I think these earphones are probably going to be sufficient for ear protection, but in case they're not, we do have additional protection for you all to wear. And I'm going to take our little 1322. It's got 5 pumps. I'm going to give it a couple more. Okay, 7 pumps. Cecil, what do we have for pressure over there?
60 psi.
You're at 60, and we've got the camera rolling.
Yes, we do.
Okay, here we go. And I'm aiming at the target now, and hopefully we don't have a dud.
I certainly hope
This
so.
better not be a dud, Cecil. You're not going to dud me, are you?
No, I'm not going to dud you. Well, maybe I would.
Okay, here we go. You dudded me.
I dudded you.
You dudded me. All right. All right, so this is what happens when you let a Cecil put the bottle on. He doesn't put nearly enough air in the doggone thing. He says 60 pounds. He really means like 35. All right, you know what I'm going to do, Cecil? You come over here and talk to these nice ladies. I'll rig up the bottle.
Okay. You rig up
and
the
I'll
bottle.
let you shoot it.
Okay, we'll try that. But somebody is really trying hard to prove me wrong.
Okay, Cecil.
Okay, so let's try this.
There we go.
That was slightly loud, yes.
All right. Is that now? Do you see how it's supposed to work?
Yeah, see, Rick is the target setter-upper. I'm the shooter, see?
Can you hear us now?
Is that what he meant?
What? I can't hear anything. One more time?
No.
No, everybody's done. Okay, fine.
That was painful.
Oh, we got one game. Cheryl, do you want to take the honors?
Okay, it's all pumped up,
At
loaded. The safety's
the
on.
mega
That's
boot.
safety. Push it that way.
She can
and then
actually
you're
shoot
ready
a
to go.
pistol all right. She'll be
Okay.
all right.
Ready?
Everybody's ears are on? Whoa, there you go.
I felt that one too.
It
Greg,
disappeared.
Use the mic and tell people what you think of that, Cheryl.
It was fun. I could actually feel the boom from when it exploded.
Well, we've got a few minutes left. In fact, we've got about 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So I figured we would kick around a few questions. We had one long question that was sent to us via Facebook. A guy asked, he purchased a Marauder synthetic. Let's see, he hasn't chronographed it to date. Now, here's the thing. Gentleman wants to know a little bit about how to tune the rifle up and what kind of performance he's getting. If you don't have a chronograph, absolutely buy one. You just have to have one. If you're going to work on a car, you need wrenches, right?
Right. And I tried with my B50, my first PCP, and tried tuning it, and you put new springs in it and everything else, work on the bolt, work on the chamber, and you really don't know what you're doing if you can't measure it. It isn't quantifiable.
If you can't measure where you started, you don't know where you're going.
Exactly.
And you absolutely need to spend the money on a chronograph. You don't need to buy a super expensive one. So this other gentleman, this same gentleman, he's talking about a chronograph. Buy a chronograph. You don't know what your gun's doing. You can't tune it. You can't adjust it. without having proper information on what the gun's doing. So everything else you're really asking about, what pellet to use, with pellet accuracy, all of that's going to be completely different after you actually can chrony the gun and set it up and get the consistency. If you can't get the consistency with a chronograph, you're just spinning your wheels. So buy a chronograph and start there, and then the rest of your questions will probably be answered automatically. So on another note, he also asks, and this is a very common question I wanted to get into, about using a 177 for hunting. Look, I mean, can you do it? Of course you can do it.
Well, see, we had talked about this previously, and the larger projectile, you have more wiggle room.
Well, not only that, I mean, if you're talking about hunting at range, then the 22 and the larger calibers really make a difference because they're less susceptible to wind. If
And
I was hunting,
they lose energy slower than.
they're just a better option. Yeah, 177, can it be done? Yes, it can be done. Doesn't mean it's the best option. But Sue's got another question here.
Hudson AT44 QE versus Synrod, both in 22 cal.
Well, that's easy for me. It's the Hotson all day long.
All day.
You have 100 feet per second more average velocity. You have 10 more shots. And it is one of those guns, save cleaning the barrel, that I've been able to take out of the box and it shoot well. The Hotson Quiet Energy guns are definitely part of that field of guns that are giving the Marauder a little bit of a headache these days.
Yes,
because they're very good guns for same or less money. 21st of December, 7 o'clock Eastern, be our next Air Power show, and we hope to see you guys here.